The gentleman from California is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Chairman. And again, thank you, Ranking Member Cummings. We are the Board of Directors for the government of the United States. Our committee oversees the equivalent of an IRA or a 401k in the private sector known as TSP. So what sounds like a lot of initials, perhaps, to people that are hearing this, or even in some cases can be confusing to the federal workforce, it's really quite simple. We have, through oversight, discovered with the Thrift Investment Board that, in fact, we've done a disservice to the federal workers by putting them into an absolutely positively safe investment that does not keep up with inflation. Effectively, the dollars they contribute and matching dollars from the government as an employer are shrinking every year in constant dollars. Their investments are, in fact, smaller if they stay in that fund. Now, near the end of somebody's career, in those last couple of years, they may want to lock in with absolute certainty the size of their retirement fund to use in some way after they leave government. But in the first days, it is clear that in the long run, the only way for an investment to grow greater than inflation is to make the kinds of investment that are possible in the other offerings under TSP, which again is the equivalent of a 401k in the private sector. This recognition was well thought out by the Board, well researched, and brought to our committee. It is one of those simple things that should have been done sooner. And so I appreciate that the committee marked it up quickly. We're bringing it to the floor only a short time later, and that I hope the Senate will hold it at the desk and quickly allow the President to make it law, because once it's law, federal workers will, for the first time, have a default that keeps up with or exceeds inflation. The decision to make it quick is not because we're in a hurry. It's because every day federal workers, by default, through no fault of their own, unwittingly, are finding themselves in an inappropriate savings plan in their 401k, known in government as TSP. So I know that it's always one of those things where people say, why are you in a hurry? In this case, we're in a hurry because we realize we should have gotten it right sooner. We certainly are glad that we got it done now. And on behalf of the committee that oversees the federal workforce, we hope that they'll appreciate that they have, if you will, a bit of an apology that we didn't act on this even quicker. It is important to make sure that the federal workforce has a good pay and benefit package, and in this case, they have a good retirement package through TSP that was underperforming for many of our federal workforce. I believe today the default will make it perform better while taking away none of their inherent choices, including, if they want to, remaining in the G Fund. So I thank the Chairman and Ranking Member for bringing us here today, and I yield back.